Hi everyone, so I'm back with another video. This time I've got a book haul and a unboxing. So yeah, I'm just going to get into it. So these have accumulated over the last couple of weeks. So even though I've literally just uploaded a book haul that was filmed weeks ago. So yeah, so I'm just going to show these and then I'll do the unboxing. So first off, we've got Anna Karenina by Leo Tolstoy. So this is a big tome. This is 817 pages. This is Russian literature. It's an epic love and self-destruction, has beauty, wealth, popularity, and an adored son, but feels like her life is empty until she encounters the impetuous officer Count Vronsky. They have a affair scandalizes society and the family alike and brings jealousy and bitterness in its wake. Contrasting with this is the vividly observed story of Levin, a man striving to find contentment and meaning to his life, and also a self-portrait of Tolstoy himself. So this is the Penguin Classic version. This is for one of my celebrity book recommendations list. God forbid though, honestly. Some of these celebrities that I pick read some big books. Speaking of that, and there's another one for another one of them. This is Golden Boys by Philip Stamper. This is a romance, so this is about Gabriel, Reese, Sel and Heath are best friends, but when you grow up in the middle of nowhere, being queer and having dreams will bond you for life. This summer, for the first time, they'll get to follow their dreams, but they'll be doing it apart. It's time to discover who they are and who they really want to be. So this is a lot shorter though, so most of these I got off Vinted and Waterstones. Literally Vinted and Waterstones is where these have come from. So magnificent. The next up is Best Hex Ever by Nadia El Farsi. I think that's how you say it. This is the Afterlight exclusive edition. So I will show you all of its features, like I usually do. There's no special under the alternate cover. That's what I was going for. But under the dust jacket. So a lot of my I obviously buy a lot of these off like Illumicrate and Fairy Loot, but some of them I actually do buy secondhand. This one's signed as well, because either I've missed them, like when they were on the website, or I don't get the subscription that they're in, so I don't get Afterlight. But yes. Then we've got... Oh, I didn't actually tell you what that one's about. I didn't tell you what Best Hex Ever is about. So, when it comes to love, sometimes the recipe needs a little magic. Dinah is a skilled kitchen witch and a cafe owner serving magic-infused pastries to her loyal customers. It's hard not to feel something is missing when you're cursed to hurt anyone who falls for you. Scott is a museum curator recently back in London after a brutal breakup 2 years ago, and he's looking to make up for the time he's missed. He's determined to be the perfect best man at his best friend's upcoming wedding, but his plans take an unexpected turn when he meets the bewitching Maid of Honour. So I'm assuming she's the Maid of Honour then. After a weekend in the countryside full of peculiar hedge mazes, palm readings by candlelight and a midnight Halloween ritual, there's no denying the chemistry between them. But there's just one problem: the hex still holds and Dinah doesn't know that Scott is in danger. So I'm assuming she's Dinah and that is Scott. I do like the look of Scott. I must admit, I used to actually know a guy called Scott. Bit random, but there we go. Let's hope it's nothing like that. Anyway, the next one is... God, it's so floppy, this one. Look at that. The Joker Psychology, Evil Clowns and the Women Who Love Them. Edited by Travis Langley. And foreword by Michael Uslan. The Batman film franchise executive producer. So this is how does the psychology of the Joker help us understand more about human behaviour? Why is the Joker so horrifyingly based on the human deep-seated psychological needs? What goes on in that clown's head? Is he psychotic, psychopathic, sociopathic, sadistic, narcissistic, or something stranger? Why is the complex duality between Batman and Joker the deeper than the conflict between rivals? How could the smart person fall for an evil man like the Joker? I don't know, you tell me. What drives, like it says as well, what drives someone not only to commit a crime, but do it so outrageously? And what does Harley Quinn see in that clown? A lot, I can tell you, because I see a lot in that clown. Especially if he looks like Jared Leto. I don't mind Heath Ledger either. I do like Heath Ledger as the Joker. This guy writes like pop culture psychology. So the other ones I'm looking for, the Captain America and Iron Man one. The Doctor Who one as well. Maybe the Black Panther one, because that might be interesting. But I had to get the Joker one as soon as I saw it. I've done psychology. So I'm intrigued to find out about the Joker. Make sure these are stacked up. Next up, this is a Furry Loot exclusive. This is A Curse of Blood and Wolves by Melissa McTernan. I actually got this off, you know Becca in the books, she has a Vinted and I got this off her Vinted. So I am happy. So this came in the Furry Loot written in red. And this is the art card and the author letter on the back. Can you be drawn to someone you've never met? When Ruby feels the eyes of a stranger in the woods, she knows that she should be scared, that she should run away. But she can't. Instead, she feels thrill. She feels drawn to the stranger who follows her into the woods. Yearns for his eyes on her every night as she walks home, hoping to hear the crunch of leaves under his feet that signals he's there. It's literally a steamy reimagining of Red Riding Hood. I loved the wolf from Into the Woods, the movie, like the musical movie. It's played by Johnny Depp. Who doesn't want that? That's the alternate dust jacket. That was the word I was looking for before. It's so beautiful, actually, this copy. Obviously, it doesn't actually look like Johnny Depp, but okay. I can picture he does. That's not going to ruin it for me. And it's signed as well. Does it have trigger warnings in this, I wonder? Has a playlist. So Taylor Swift, Olivia Rodrigo, Aurora, Hosier, Ron Pope, Lord Huron, The Fray, Florence and the Machine, Phoebe Bridgers, even, Rita Ora, The Weeknd, B. Miller, Lana Del Rey, Ben Howard, Lewis Capaldi, 5 Seconds of Summer, Tate McRae, Julian Michaels, and that's it. No trigger warnings, interesting. To anyone who grew up but never outgrew fairy tales. I love that. This, I think, is going to be an interesting one. I couldn't resist it when I saw it. Yes. Love me a really twisted fairy tale. Or a just darkly written one. I can't get this. Then we have These Violent Delights by Chloe Gong. Same, got it off Becca. This is the Owl Crate exclusive edition. My first owl crate. I didn't even know that's what I was buying, to be quite honest. And this is the letter. So it says, the year is 1926, and Shanghai hums to the tune of debauchery. Debauchery? Debauchery? I've said it about 3 different ways, though. Go with that. A blood feud between 2 gangs runs the street red, numbing the city to its chaos. And at the heart of it all, an 18-year-old Juliet Kai, a former flapper girl who's returned to begin her duties as the proud heir of the Scarlet Gang, a network of criminals far above the law. The only rivals in power are the White Flowers, who have fought the Scarlets for generations, and behind their move is their heir, Roman Montagov. This is Romeo and Juliet mixed with West Side Story, set in China. Who was Juliet's first love until he betrayed her, but when gangsters on both sides start clawing at their own throats, the people start to whisper of a contagion and madness of a monster in the shadows. As the deaths stack up, Juliet and Roman must set their guns aside and work together no matter their personal grudges. For if they cannot contain this mayhem, then there will be no city left to rule. Yeah, it's literally Romeo and Juliet and West Side Story. And that is the alternate dust jacket. I'll just art print. It looks lovely, actually. I can genuinely not wait to read this. Stunning. No end page art. Signed first edition with first edition? Crikey. Sign? I didn't know it was signed. These violent delights have violent ends, and their triumph die like fire and powder, which as they kiss consume. Oh yes, bit of Shakespeare. If you don't know, I'm actually a Shakespeare nerd. I'm nerdy for Shakespeare. I love Macbeth is my favourite play though. I love Romeo and Juliet, that's what started me off, but Macbeth is my favourite play. Or the Scottish play, as they say in theatre, because you can't say Macbeth and all these books just fell on my back. That is why. It's bad luck to say Macbeth, and I can see why. I just tilt them, and I have to just... They're all just falling. Shouldn't have said Macbeth. Really shouldn't have. Okay, that'll have to do. They'll just have to poke me in the back. Then, speaking of theatre, Lin-Manuel Miranda, The Education of an Artist, by Daniel Pollock Penelza. Do I really need to tell you what this is about? Well, this is about Lin-Manuel Miranda. What more can I say? Obviously the man who wrote Hamilton, who wrote In the Heights, I was trying to think of the name of the show. He played the lamplighter Jack in Mary Poppins Returns. He played Hamilton. He was in the movie In the Heights. He was in the stage show In the Heights. He did Moana. He did the soundtrack to Mufasa. You can actually hear him in the movie Moana, which is quite ironic and slightly unsettling. Especially if you actually really do know his voice. You really do hear him. What else? What else has this man done? I can't think. This man has done so much. He was... Didn't he have involvement in Tick Tick Boom as well? On Netflix. I'm sure he had some involvement in Tick Tick Boom. Yes. Just yes. I love him. I actually went to see Hamilton this year for the first time on stage. Of course I've seen the movie. I can't even find a place for that. So, now we move on to the unboxing. I can't show you the top of this box because my address is literally on top of it, but it's in one of the Mystic boxes. Oh, that was horrible. So, that was an awful noise. This is a Bookish box set. Bookish box, I believe, are an American box. I know Gianna Jones. She gets these. She has this set. This is how I knew about the set. I have the Bookish box exclusive editions on the Bargain trilogy on my shelf. That's about as far as I've gone with these, because these are wickedly expensive to actually buy here in the UK, so, and especially if you're getting them second hand, so I don't really buy them a lot. But this is the Dracula duet by Karina Harley. So I will read you the synopsis of Blood Orange, which is the first one, and then we shall go from there. Once there was a man who fell deeply in love with a woman he could never have. When their affair was uncovered, she was brutally murdered in front of him, and he discovered he was cursed, doomed to live as a vampire forever. Over centuries he found his love again and lost her again, until he was so broken he gave up on love entirely, sinking into the depths of depravity and losing his humanity. That rhymes. Then one day she came back into his life as a student of music, studying under him at the Conservatory in Venice, Italy, where he was a professor, but even though he found her beautiful and intriguing, he did not recognise his fated mate at all. Because this time she had to hide her true self. This time she came back as a witch, whose destiny wasn't to love him, but to kill him. These are absolutely gorgeous. Look at these. I will show you the alternate dust jackets as well. But these are some stunning books. And I mean, Bookish Box do some absolutely gorgeous editions. Oh! Okay, this is not actually stuck in. I thought this was stuck in. These are, it's just signed vellum. I don't exactly know what to do with that then, if it's not stuck in. I thought it was. Oh, it has content warnings. What are the content warnings? Ooh. Exhibitionism. Breath play, fire play, blood play, cum play, anal play, primal kinks, chasing, bondage, degradation. Praise against feeding vampire style? Nice. This is not Twilight. It's noted this book is for adults only. This is not Twilight. I like that. That's good. That's neat. Okay. That's quite funny. This is not Twilight. Look at that. Look at him. He is one sexy ass vampire. He kind of looks like Jared Leto. I had to do like a double take. A juicy tale you can sink your teeth into. Oh, ironically, there's a different synopsis. On this side. Valtu Amanoff. That's his name. So she's called Dahlia Abernathy and he's Valtu Amanoff. Okie dokie. Weird names. I don't know what to do with that autograph now. Because I might put that in my autograph file. Just so I know it's safe. Because that is a strange one. Everything's falling. Anyway, here's the second one. Black Rose. Same thing. I'll do the exact same thing. These are just absolutely gorgeous. I love the skull. It's the same as this one bound in. So the autograph on this one's actually bound in. I don't know why the blood orange one wasn't. Every vampire has a sad love story to tell. Ooh, these look cool. Those who cannot remember the past are condemned to repeat it. So we've got a playlist. Basically vampire songs. Nice. Well, this one's dedicated to a dog. Bit weird. Content warnings. It's the similar content. Creepy ass ghost of an unborn child. Sorry. Oh, that's I've never seen that. Wow. The usual ones, but creepy ass ghost of an unborn child is content warning apparently. Jeez, wasn't there a book that had like clown as like a content warning at some point? There was like a dark romance, but it was not Satan's Affair, it was something else. Someone please tell me what that one was. Anyway, this is the alternate dust jacket. Creepy ass ghost of an unborn child. It's the way she worded that. Like, that made me laugh. It's not something to laugh at, but it made me giggle. Anyway, that is the end of this book haul. I hope you liked it. There's some weird ass content one. This is why I look at the content warnings in these videos, just in case there's some really weird ones. Anyway, thanks for watching and I'll see you next time. Bye.